that you yourself, you are a brand store. Now, earlier I used to be somebody who was employed in a company, who was a Toastmasters. But since I started my YouTube, I am a brand. Wherever I go, I carry the tag of my brand, my channel with myself. So when you think of a brand, what are the first and foremost important thing that comes to your mind? Anybody from the audience?
What
So
exactly is
when
this all about? Go ahead, Ankur. Sorry.
okay, so when I think of a brand, I think of the kind of trust that a brand established. I think of the kind of following that this particular product or this particular organization has, and also the kind of quality and the value add it offers to me.
So thank you, Ankur, for that wonderful answer. As Ankur rightly said, when you think of a brand, you think of the values associated to that brand, the trust, credibility, all those things that that brand represents. So when we think of a brand, the first and foremost thing, just like a person or anything per se, the first important thing is a name, a tagline, and a description. So just like Nike has this amazing tagline and the brand name Nike, very simple, one word and everybody can easily remember. And a very simple tagline, just do it. So similar to Nike, we must have a title of a channel that is very easy to remember. Ideally, I would say you should take two words, if not one, because people are often lazy to type long titles and they don't want to take that much work. So the best thing, the ideal work that we must do as content creators is create a channel name. Although people don't give it a thought, but this is something that should be given a thought, because a brand name, just like anything in the world, it is something that represents you. Wherever you go, whatever you represent, that is that one single brand. So ideally, I would say when you're talking about brand, we should take two word brand name. The first, that represents something generic that's not very hard to remember, and then the second word should present something specific about your niche, about something that you're doing. So like Manvinder has a channel, Beyond Shiksha. So simple, sweet, two-word title that's easy to remember, and you can go a long way from here. And tagline is also something that you can have. If you're a new YouTuber, you can maybe skip it. But once you establish yourself, it is so very important to have your own tagline, because that tagline defines you, just like a brand tagline defines a brand. Now moving on, channel logo. So as you can see, I have put a screenshot of my own channel, and you can see the logo right now is my own photograph, because right now I have not designed a proper logo for myself. So logo is also something that's really, really important. New YouTubers uh, might consider it not very important, but once they establish themselves, this portion or this part is also very important, because this logo defines what you do. And this is like an identifier, like a badge that you wear every time you go outside or wherever you go. So this is one thing that you should always take into consideration whenever you're starting off a channel. Just do some research. There are some couple of sites that also provide names for brands. Yeah, giving a thought to the name, tagline, logo is really, really important. Now comes the channel art. So have you seen a brand, and right outside that brand there's a big hoarding or a big logo of that brand, what it stands for? Just like that is the channel art. So as you can see, I have designed a simple logo for my own channel, wherein I have listed 3 important things that my channel represents. The first and foremost important thing is I provide book summaries of global bestsellers. The second thing that I provide is productivity hacks. And the third thing that my channel provides is personal development tips. So your channel might be from different niche. You might be a chef, you might be a craftsman, you might be in any field, but what you stand for, your channel art should clearly and obviously tell right upfront through your channel art. So I have made this, channel art using snapper.com. You can consider checking this out. It's a wonderful site to create graphics apart from Canva. So moving on to the channel trailer. So just like a movie, when you have to create a hype, what is the first most important thing that you use? A trailer, right? You're intrigued by the characters, right? So similarly, this is your story. This is your brand. How will you tell your story? What are you about? What will you, tell your customers? What do you sell? Because since I told that YouTube is just like a mall and you are a brand, so how will you convince your customers to come and buy from you? And how will you, explain them what you stand for? So this is that one particular thing, that trailer. You can have it like 1 or 2 minute act max. Have it crisp, have it clear. Uh, Tell the people right up front what you stand for, what is your story, and what do you want to give to your audience. Basically, focusing on the value that you would be giving to the audience is very, very important. Now, in our last, as you can see in my channel, I have shown in my homepage only, there is, this tab for the channel chat. For new visitors, this is this channel trailer. But for returning viewers, there is something called as a featured video, which is featured on the top of your channel. So every time some of your subscribers come back, you want to show them the best of yourself, the best video, the best content so far that you have made. Because that one thing that is the best piece that you have created so far, it will intrigue them and they would like to check it out and maybe check out other videos also. So this is something that you should really take care of. These are some really basic amateur things that if you take care of these things, people will engage with your brand, with you, and they will keep coming back to you time and again. So then comes something very interesting called playlist. So just like in a brand, you have different shelves for different things. You don't mix tops and jeans together, right? People will get confused. What are you trying to sell? Just like that, we have something called as playlist. So every time you create some content, make sure you have a separate playlist for that particular content. So for example, I have one series for bestseller summaries. Then I have something called as word of the day, where I discussed 5 GRE GMAT words every day. And then we have something called as thought of the day, where I share with my viewers some intriguing thoughts that I find amazing from the books and podcasts and the blogs that I read. So in this way, you can, share your content and, keep it organized. Because if you don't keep the content organized, the new people who are coming to your channel, they might get confused. They might not get an idea as to what do you want to do. So then we have a social button. So you can attach all your social profiles here. As you can see, I have my Instagram account, my LinkedIn account here. And this is something that helps people to connect with me on a personal basis. And this is something that, helps create audience engagement also. So every time you want to connect to your people, you want to have some suggestions. So this is a great way to engage with your audience. Now, let me just... I don't know. My sorry, I think my slides are interrupted. So far, if anybody has any questions or anything they want to ask, they can chip in.
Taiba, what was you mentioned this particular background that you have created. You took a name of that app. It was not Canva. What was the name of the app that you spoke
It
about?
is snappa.com. Snappa.
Snap,
Snappa.com.
Snappa. Okay,
Yeah,
Snappa.com.
snappa.com. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, any other question that anybody else has related to? So, as you can see here in my slides, this is actually the your whole brand that you can see here. This is your channel art on the top, wherein you can have your photo. I will highly recommend you to have your photo, because when you have your picture, people identify with you and they feel very personal, and they feel a personal connection when they see the picture of the person right in front of them. So yes, this is something that you should do if you're creating your personal brand. Highly recommend you doing that. Apart from that, when you're posting your videos, there's one very important thing that you should all keep in mind, that is the video title. So you would be astonished to know that there is a particular series of video with how to, with the title starting from how to. So you might be into personal development, you might be into any niche, whatever your niche is. If you can solve a viewer's problem, or you can solve a person's problem through your video, that is most important, because every time you help people get through a problem, you get rewarded in the form of views, likes, subscribes, right?
For the day today.
Yes.
With this, I would open our first segment, Law It Up.
Sorry, somebody said something.
And I
No,
suppose
it's all
that
right,
must be
you
a
can go on.
background noise. Please continue.
Okay. So when you're going to post a video, the first most important thing is the title, because it is through the title, that is the metadata, that YouTube will search you, or your audience is going to search you. So there's a site called BuzzSumo. Whenever you are posting a video, make sure you check out BuzzSumo. It will help you get the title, the kind of description that you have, and it will also show you all the competitors who are out there in your market competing with you. So you can see the best standards followed by the people that are in your sphere competing against you, and you can follow the best trends from this site called BuzzSumo. So BuzzSumo has some amazing things that that you can do, and BuzzSumo helps you actually know from where your traffic comes, what kind of titles you should have. And one very important thing that a lot of people don't know, and they're not well informed about this, is the hashtags. Yes, hashtags are necessary, but a lot of hashtags create a lot of fuss. At times, if you put a lot of hashtags, your video might be terminated. So keep only 3 relevant hashtags, I would say, that are very relevant to your video, because when you make your title full of hashtags, it confuses the algorithm, that as to what exactly are you trying to do. Are you trying to do some kind of personal development? Are you trying to do something in public speaking? What is it that you want to do? So you have to have 3 most relevant hashtags in your video, and that is very important. important thing is, apart from that, whenever you are, the title is the first most important thing, then is your description, then is, yes. Yes,
Taiba, are
Sarojit.
you sharing your slides? We see your channel page only.
I don't know, my actually system is hanging. I'm not able to.
Maybe you can stop sharing and then start again.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that, but let me. I don't know what's happening.
No worries, Taiba. 20 minutes over.
Okay. So I would just now, because my system, I don't know why it is not responding. I'm not getting any response from my system. So let's get some response from the audience. If they have any questions for me, anything that they want to ask, please feel free to ask. And I would be happy to share whatever I know from this platform.
Sure. I have a question, Taiba. You mentioned Bus Sumo to get that title. Can you please spell that for me?
BUZZ bus, SUMO, sumo, bus sumo.
Okay, BUZZ. Okay, Bus Sumo. Okay.
Well, Taiba, I do have a question too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you so very much for all the insight you provided. It is really, really helpful. I'm sure everybody would agree with that. As you discuss about, the design parts, I would just wanted to know that how crucial and to what extent a thumbnail, help us get the customer's attention, the eyeballs of the customers. How well does it work?
Yeah. Thumbnail is the most important thing in a video. As you can see in my slide, you don't get a second chance to make the first impression. Your first impression is your thumbnail. Having a great thumbnail is a blessing, because that is the first thing that will bring the first viewer or the first customer to your shop. So it is utterly important that you spend some time in designing good thumbnails. As you can see, this is a thumbnail that I designed from canva.com, and thumbnails are utterly important. Then we have this thumbnail is created using canva.com, and it's very easy to use. You can simply drag and drop a few things and type it text, and it's a very simple app that you can use. Then there's something called as schedule. Consistency is the key when it comes to YouTube, because if you're not consistent, people are not going to come back to you, because it is your consistency that will help people hook onto you. If you're not consistent, people will not come back. So build a schedule and stick to it. Apart from that, I would really encourage people to ask anything that they have.
So Taib, I have a question. How long do you think making a thumbnail takes, and how can we be more productive on that?
I think thumbnail is something that can be like, when you start off, you might take some time. Obviously, it might take half an hour, maybe 1 hour. But as you get experienced, it does not take a lot of time now, because I've been like experimenting. So I make a thumbnail in like 10 to 15 minutes. So it is not that big of a deal if you are actually, just getting used to the kind of things that are being present, the tools and the things that you're trying. So that is one of the reasons that I'm doing one video every day, because I get to create different thumbnails every day. So that helps me you experiment with a lot of things.
So do you create a number of thumbnails in advance, or do you create whenever you're going to upload the video?
I just create on the go. So for example, today, if I'm taking something, so I would create a thumbnail today itself.
Okay. Thank you.
Taiba,
However, yeah, please go ahead, Ankur.
Yeah, so how easy or difficult is it to, you know, catch the summary or catch the essence of your content in that one single thumbnail? What, how do you, you know, manage it?
Yeah, that is a very good question. So I think less is more. When it comes to thumbnail, less is more. Put something really short and really intriguing. Use smileys or emojis, whatever you want, but just try to keep it really short. If you put a lot of content in your design, people will find it very cluttered and maybe not click on it. So keep it really attractive, simple, sweet. The shorter the better, I would say.
All right. Thank you so much.
I have a
uh,
question. So
yeah.
yeah, so how to like increase your average watch duration? Like I have a friend channel that I help her with. So it's sometimes 15 second, 20 second, even it is an educational content. She have around 500, 600 views around every video, but the average duration, how to like some YouTubers put some middle of something from middle of their content in the starting,
Yeah.
but that you can't do in educational content or book summary content that like you have. I don't know, you tried, I will check your channel out surely, but how do you grab attention of a person so they stays till the end?
Okay, this is a very good question that he asked, that how do we hook the audience till the end. So what you can do is, what I do is, I have a question like how to de-stress in like 10 seconds. So that 10-second hack I would give at the end. First I would give different hacks, but that 10-second hack, how to de-stress in 10 seconds, that I will do till the end. So you have to initially only initiate this conversation that there's this 10-second hack that I'm going to give, how to de-stress in 10 seconds. But that for getting that hack, you have to watch the video till the end. So have some kind of hook that will hook the audience till the end. Have some kind of, don't give the climax right in the middle or in the beginning. That is so wrong. Give keep the climax for the end. So when you do that, when you keep the climax for the end, so that hooks the audience. Ask something very intriguing, very interesting, and answer it at the end, so that it makes the people watch that video till the end. I hope
Thank
I
you.
made some sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
And just to add to what
Yeah.
Aiba said, I think the only thing would be that how interesting is your content, because if it is not interesting, nobody is going to stay till the end. And the way you can judge is that if you do not know that person, are you going to wait till the end to know what all is there in the video, or you are watching it just, and the reason you said people jump off after 15-30 seconds, because you forward it to people on social media and others, and they open because they love you, they care about you, but then they don't find that interesting. So this is like the nirvana question. If we can make our videos interesting, and there are so many different ways to do that, some of them already covered by Taiba. Have some interesting thumbnails so that people be there, give them some hook, and then also make some more animations if you can. Make sure there is some subtitles. So it's like a full 5-day course only on how to make your content more engaging. But we all learn and we all grow with that.
And adding to what Haritosh said, the two more important points I can give. First of all, if you want to keep the audience engaged till the end, show the highlight, 15-20 second highlight right at the beginning, the climax, and then just turn it off. And then say that, I would show, this is the thing that is going to come, but that for knowing that thing, you have to wait till the end. And the second thing is, ask right questions, ask intriguing questions. Questions are the best ways, because when you are hooked on to something really interesting that you want to know, you will watch that thing till the end. And plus there's this thing that Haritosh mentioned, that out of we think that if we forward our video to 200 people on our social media, we would become the the next big thing in YouTube. That is not going to happen. In fact, that can pull you down, because YouTube is works in a very algorithmic way. It identifies people who have a certain interest, And if people leave your video just like that in 15-20 seconds, it identifies that they are not being engaged. So I highly recommend that you don't immediately publish your video on other social networking sites, because when you do that, you are not giving YouTube a chance to get people's attention. So give YouTube a chance so that it showcases you as a new content creator. And when you do that, wait for 2 or 3 days and see how the content goes. And just don't be in a hurry. Just wait for some time, and you would, if you're, the most important thing is, if you create quality content, it might take some time, it might take some extra efforts, but if your content quality is great, you are going to be ranked higher. That is for sure. It might take some time, for sure. Rome was not built in a day. But yes, if you have quality content, people will become hooked to you, they will become addicted. Just like if we read one good novel by one good author, so there's a good chance we'll read the second novel and the third novel also. It is the same thing. So yes, just keep creating quality content and make sure you keep all these tactics in place, like your thumbnail, your titles, getting the right tags, and researching on the web for your competitors, see their tactics, what they are doing, because you will get a good idea, a fair idea as to what they are doing and how can you give them a good competition in that sphere. Any other questions?
Time up, timer.
Okay, thank you so much. That was all from my side. I hope I added some value to you, and thank you very much.